As one of the single biggest driving forces in the personal computing era, Bill Gates has been credited with helping the birth of the modern era we live in. Oh yeah, he's also worth like $1 bazillion. Hi there, my name is Dan Wallace. Welcome to Unleash the Ultramind, where we help you unlock the hidden powers of your brain. Today's subject? Bill Gates. Bill Gates is really, really smart. I know this is Unleash the Ultramind, and we're just following the king of really, really smart, Albert Einstein, but a lot of people seem to underestimate how smart Bill Gates actually is. Let's take a look. Born to a rather well-off family, his father was a well-to-do lawyer and his mother was on the board of directors for a banking company, Bill Gates was taught to be competitive from a young age. Almost everything that his family could turn into a competition or a game was, with both a reward for winning and a penalty for losing. This created a profound drive to win within young Gates, a trait that would stick with him through the rest of his life. Bill encountered his first computer at age 13, a Teletype Model 33 with a block of time rented from a GE computer bank. He learned one of the native programming languages, BASIC, and used it to code a tic-tac-toe game. He was entranced immediately with the ability to tell the computer exactly what to do and have it replicate the action correctly every single time. After the time his school rented on GE mainframe ran out, he and 3 friends began exploiting software bugs in a publicly available computer at Computer Center Corporation to get unlimited free time on their systems. When they were caught, the 4 were banned for a short while, but then returned offering themselves as a service to get computer time. They found bugs, and in exchange, they got free computer access. This ingenious system, dreamed up and proposed by the students, granted Gates his first real access to a multitude of programming languages at the young age of 14. Soon he was writing programs in these languages, including the scheduling programs for his own school. Yes, he used this opportunity to place himself in classes with lots of attractive girls. At age 17, Gates graduated and scored a 1590 out of 1600 on the SATs. The kid was smart. He enrolled at Harvard, where he created a specialized sorting program called a pancake sorting method to tackle a number of, quote, unsolvable challenges. His program went on to hold the speed record for solving the problems for 30 years. Now, I want to take a minute here and combat a commonly held narrative. Bill Gates did drop out of college, yes, and we'll be getting to that in a moment, but for whatever reason, people like to believe that this was because he wasn't great at school or wasn't book smart. Bill Gates used to skip lectures for the classes he signed up for to go to lectures for other classes he didn't sign up for, and then at the end of the semester, he would take the final exams for both classes and ace them. Bill Gates didn't drop out of Harvard because he did poorly in school. Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard because he was too smart for Harvard. In 1975, Bill did leave school to pursue a business opportunity with his friend Paul Allen based on a new computer system that had come out and the business potential the pair saw in it. They fibbed their way into an interview with the company, saying they had a potential interpreter for the computer for the programming language BASIC. The pair did not, in fact, have either the interpreter written, nor did they have a current model of the computer to write it on. But after MITS, the manufacturer of the computer in question, expressed interest, the pair set up an emulator of the computer and built an interpreter program in a matter of weeks. MITS contracted them to produce it, and Microsoft was born. Less than 5 years later, Microsoft formed their partnership with IBM to produce the first MS-DOS systems, and the rest, as they say, is history. Bill would go on to leverage this and other partnerships to put a computer in every home in America, becoming the richest man in the world in the process. Now, we could go into the full path that Bill Gates and Microsoft took, but what we're really here to do is learn how to become as smart as the nerdy computer phenom who took the world by storm. It's clear that Bill had the stuff well before Microsoft's rise. So how do we acquire that kind of mental muscle? Well, here's a few ideas to start with. First off, you need to be competitive. One high-level executive once recalled showing Gates a computer game and beating him in it 35 out of 37 times. Just 1 month later, the pair met again, and Gates either beat or tied him in every single game they played. Bill's drive to be the best, and then defend that title, are part of the reason he found so much success in every arena he threw his hat into. Secondly, you need to use your advantages. This is similar to doubling down on your strengths, which we talked about with Tony Stark. If you have an advantage, either in business or otherwise, use it. Bill Gates, as a competitor, knows when he has an advantage, and he is not afraid to utilize that advantage as a means to an end. Play to your strengths, yes, but also know what resources you have on hand, and how they can help you accomplish your goals. Third, you need to play. Bill was always a hands-on kind of guy. When it came to computers, he wanted to get as much keyboard time as he could, going so far as to actually steal time in his youth. He immersed himself in various computing languages, and the first full program he wrote was a game. We learn through play and trial and error. If you want to become proficient in something, whether it's computers or cooking, you need to get your hands dirty. And lastly, you need to read. Bill Gates reads around 50 books a year. In fact, he said that he takes an entire week off every year just to read. He even has his own book club. This is something you see time and time again with hyper-successful and hyper-smart people. Almost all of them read. A whole lot. And no, not BuzzFeed articles, but real-life, honest-to-goodness books. We are in an age where the device you're watching this on right now can probably download a good portion of the entire library of the human race for a cheaper price than ever before. Barring that, brick-and-mortar libraries are almost everywhere, and they're free. You even have audiobooks in MP3 form now, so you can easily listen just about anywhere. You need to read. So, to review. 1. Be competitive. 2. Use your advantages. 3. Play. 4. Read. And that's it for today's episode. I hope our look at Bill Gates has helped lay out your own path to greatness. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, share this video with the one friend you think would benefit from it the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. As always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome. Next week on Unleash the Ultramind, he was the yin to Bill Gates' yang. Next Tuesday, we look at Steve Jobs. See you then.